Thinking of buying a new lawnmower? So are we. That's why we purchased this Ryobi 40v Brushless 20-inch push mower. But will it make the cut? Let's find out. Welcome, fellow savants, and what we have right here is a Ryobi model number RY401170. This is the very first lawnmower we have ever owned. Why the first? Well, one word: renters. We've never had to mow the lawn, but that time has come to an end, and we're gonna be unboxing, testing, and reviewing this unit as of May 2024. The price on this, $329. But by the time you watch this video, with inflation, who knows what the price will be. We've got ours at Home Depot. Not sponsored by them, but not everybody sells them, so just wanted to let you know where you can find yours if you decide to go this route. Powering this bad boy is Ryobi's brushless motor, which in theory is supposed to give you more power, longer runtime, and a longer motor life. Paired with this brushless motor, we've got Ryobi's advanced electronics. Ooh, fancy. What are these advanced electronics? Well, basically it's intelligent load sensing. The mower should be able to adjust the power output based on the grass thickness, more resistance, more power, less resistance, less power. And making all this possible is Ryobi's 40-volt, 6 amp hour lithium ion battery, which comes included with this unit. Now let's go more in depth and look at some of the features that Ryobi claims. A runtime of 48 minutes and a charge time of an hour and a half with its included 40-volt 6 amp hour battery. Lawnmower type, this is a walk-behind push mower. They do have a self-propelled version of this model. It is about $100 more. We wanted to save that extra money and we wanted to get a little exercise in there, so we decided to go the cheaper route. Plus, the way we see it, not having self-propelled is one less thing that can break. Moving on, this mower has a cutting height minimum of 1.5 inches and a max cutting height of 4 inches. Cutting width is 20 inches. That's good. Should be able to cut our lawn at a decent amount of time. Cutting options. Now, this is one of my favorite things about the mower. Not all mowers have these 3 cutting options. You can either bag your grass, mulch your grass, or use a side discharge. Depending on what you're going to be doing with your grass, it's good to know that you have all 3 options. Weight of the mower, Ryobi states 43 pounds. Not too light, not too heavy. Warranty on this mower, we're looking at a 5-year limited tool warranty and a 3-year limited battery warranty. So both the mower and the battery come with warranty. Not bad. Now it's time to put on the right clothes, go outside, and unbox this. Let's see what's inside. Alright, so we've got this opened up, and inside the box we've got the Ryobi grass bag. Looks like that's going to be the only thing that's going to require assembly. We've also got the side discharge piece. There it is, and right over here, that's gonna be the mulching plug. All right, we've got also a piece of cardboard. Right over here, that's gonna be what we're looking for. This is gonna be the 6 amp hour battery that comes with this unit. It is a Ryobi lithium ion battery. This is going to be our gas, our fuel, our petrol. This is what's going to power this bad boy. And looks like it, not fully charged. We're going to have to charge this up. Also inside the box, it came with the instructions for the battery. Just some information to learn more about this. So I'll be reading that later. We've got the fast charger. Now this is a fast charger. It isn't the rapid charger. There's a charger that's faster than this one, and there's a charger that's slower than this one. This is a fast charger. This is what's going to charge us in an hour and a half. Got the piece for our grass bag right here. That's going to be the only thing that's going to require assembling the grass bag. And the lawnmower itself, there it is in all its glory. Nice green colored. And where's the instructions? Should be there they are. There's the instructions. These we will be reading later on as well. So quite a bit of information in there. Some registration stuff. Don't forget, register your unit. So we're going to be taking this out of here and show you a little bit more about this mower. So here we have it out of the box. It's pretty much ready to go front to back. The only thing that we do need to assemble is the grass bag. We'll do that later on. This is the lid. It is tinted, but it's good that it's tinted because we saw in previous models that some were transparent, causing the battery to overheat. Inside the housing, we've got 2 ports. One is to power the mower. The other one is simply to carry a spare battery. Unfortunately, if your mower runs out of battery, it's not going to automatically switch over to the next battery. You will carry a second battery, but it won't switch over automatically. There's only one port that will power the mower, so you have to manually switch batteries. Hey, it is what it is. Inside the housing, we also have a safety key. Without this, the mower won't start, so we're going to leave that inside. Now, the lid only goes back this far. You do need 2 hands to open it. The lid, when it closes, it isn't magnetic or anything. It just has a spring and closes down. The tires, they're made out of hard plastic, almost seem like rubber, but no, they are hard plastic, and they are decently sized, so we shouldn't have a problem pushing this mower. Right here is where the side discharge is located. We will be putting on the side discharge piece later on. Right here on the side as well, you have the lever that controls the different cut heights of the mower, and we're gonna go ahead and get the length of the mower with the bars down. It's coming in at around we're gonna call it 38.5 inches. Now we want to get you the length and width for this because if you want to store this somewhere, it's important to know the dimensions. So we're gonna measure the width now, and from the back of the wheels, which should be the widest part of the mower, it's coming in at 22, we're going to say 22.5 inches. We have a place in our garage where we're going to be storing this, and the dimensions are just perfect for the little spot we have for it, as you can see here. So knowing these dimensions hopefully helps you if you're planning to store this in a tight space like we are. Now, the handlebars are really easy to unfold. You've got 2 clips, one on your left side, one on your right side, and all you've got to do is simply unclip them, just like that, and like that. You raise up the handlebar, and you lock the clips back into place. Unfortunately, there is no height adjustment on the handlebars. That's as far as they go. They don't go any lower, they don't go any higher. One size fits all. And to put the handlebars down, exact same process, and you're good to go. We want to show you underneath the deck so you can get an idea what this looks like. We're going to be measuring the blade and finding out if it's exactly 20 inches or how close to 20 inches it is. Underneath, you do have a single blade, as you can see right here. And these little crevices, I'm not too happy with those. I feel that there's going to be room for grass to get stuck in there. And of course, plastic, not a metal deck. For the price, I guess it is what it is. The blades are coming in close to 20 inches, very close. We're going to say 19 inches and 3/4. Close enough to 20, not a big deal. Now, from the end of the blade to the edge of the deck, there is a very small gap, very tiny gap. We're looking at about less than an inch, less than half an inch of a gap. So, as close to 20 inches as possible. Not unhappy with that. So that's what the deck looks like. It is a plastic deck, but the positive thing about a plastic deck is we don't have to worry about rust. Now, here on the side is a mechanism that makes the mower move up and down. That right there controls it. All you got to do is put the lever at the height that you want, and the mower either moves up, depending if you want it higher. Very simple. You can do it with one hand. You want to move the mower down, you move the lever down. Just one lever will control the height on all wheels. Easy to move. Ryobi claims that the weight on this is 43 pounds. Seems about right. Maybe with the battery, maybe an extra pound or two. 43, 45. I can move it. It is a little heavy. Definitely in the 40 range. On the back of the mower, we've got the debris shield. Plastic already installed, ready to go. Now we open the lid and we see the hole where the grass goes through if you're bagging the grass, or where the mulching plug is gonna go. So far, we're liking what we see. It's a nice design, looks pretty nice. A little too much plastic, but will it make the cut? That's what we want to know. So we're going to test it out. Before we begin our testing, we're going to assemble the only thing that requires assembly, and that's the grass bag. In order to do that, you place this metal piece all the way inside the bag in this fashion. Once it's inside all the way, you put this piece of plastic over this piece of metal. Do that all the way around the bag, and we're going to fast forward to the end. This is what the bag looks like, fully assembled, plenty of room. That is a Ryobi grass bag. You can see there's a little transparent part through here that's going to be allowing ventilation when you're bagging your grass. There you have it, pretty decent size. These are the hooks. Those hooks, they go right in here. You place the hooks in there, and that's how simple it is to install your grass bag. Once that's in place, you close the lid, and you're ready to go. We're going to begin our testing. All right, we're going to get going. We've got a fully charged battery in the mower, and this is the start button. In order to get this going, we pull down on the lever, press the start button, and there it goes. Did notice a bit of a delay when we press the start button. There it is, just like a second or two of a delay when you press the start button. Not a big deal. Also a bit of a delay once we turn off the mower. We're going to see how loud this gets. We got our decibel reader right here, and looks like we're going to clock it in at 80 decibels. Not as loud as other mowers. Not too bad at all. 80 decibels is what that clocked in at. All right, so as you can see here, we haven't been maintaining our grass. It's been raining these last couple of days, and we just got the house. We didn't have a lawnmower, so the grass has been getting out of control, which is perfect to test out the mower. We set the mower to the lowest height possible, which is 1.5 inches. There is a rule that suggests you should never be removing more than 1/3 of the grass blade height in a single mowing session. The rule is supposed to help maintain the health and vigor of the grass by avoiding excess stress and shock to the grass. I don't think we're going to cause more damage than there is already on the lawn, so a little shock isn't going to hurt it. Plus, I think that that's the best way to test this mower. If it can cut this tall grass at the lowest setting, then it gets a passing grade in my book. So let's see how well it performs. So far, I've got to say, I am amazed as to how well this mower is performing. The so-called advanced electronics, not just a gimmick. When the mower hits taller grass, it goes Super Saiyan mode. It powers up, taking care of business. In fact, we're going to test it out right here. There's a thick piece of, I'm not sure what this is, like a piece of weed brush. We're going to see how well it performs on this. I'm going to be quiet now. Let's hear this out. Boom, shakalaka. There you go. Took care of business. Stone cold killer. Didn't even hesitate, and you heard it. I'm amazed so far. One concern we had was, since our lawn, I don't know if you can tell, it isn't very even. It isn't leveled out. There's a lot of potholes. There's a lot of debris. And we didn't get the self-propelled version of this model. We were thinking we were going to have trouble pushing it around the lawn, but as you can see, so far, no issues at all. And it's making the cut. We were actually considering getting a gas-powered lawnmower. We didn't want to have to deal with the fumes. We didn't want to deal with the gas. We didn't want to have to deal with the maintenance, having to replace the spark plugs, doing the oil changes. But we wanted that power, so we weren't sure if a battery-powered electric lawnmower was going to have the power. But so far, this mower is performing great. It's making the cut. So far, doesn't seem to be a problem. All right, so we're going to take off the bag here, and we're going to install the mulching plug so you can get an idea of how well this mulches. Let's get this out of the way. Pretty good. So there's two holes right here, these little two holes right there. That's where we're going to line up with the mulching plug. So we grab our mulching plug, we line up the mulching plug with the holes, and there you go, a little brute force, and we're ready to go. Here we are at the side of the house where we have this thick, big grass. This side right here, we're going to be mulching. This side right here, we're going to be using the side discharge. And this right here is the bag with the grass that we've cut so far. A decent sized bag. We wanted to give you an idea of how much grass fits in there. We're going to go ahead and start with the mulching on this side, and we'll see how well the mulching part of this mower performs. Putting it to the test. There is a lot of debris here at the bottom. There's a bunch of sticks and stuff we're not seeing. It's going right through it, cutting through it like butter. Not a problem for the mower at all. And this is thick grass. This is big grass, as you can see, and it's doing a good job at mulching so far. Very, very impressed with this mower. All right, so we mulched that long, thick grass, and this is what was left afterwards. As you can see, the lawnmower performed pretty darn well. All right, so now we're going to test out the side discharge to see how well that performs. In order to test out the side discharge, we got to install the side discharge piece. There's 2 holes on the piece right here as well. We're going to flip it around so you can get a better look. And you want to line it up with those 2 holes that are in there. You push that in there. You're good to go. Let's test this out. See how the side discharge performs. Also cutting pretty well, as you can see here. Not having any issues at all. If it was able to mulch, it's going to discharge just as well. I've got to say, all around, whether you're going to be bagging, whether you're going to be mulching or using the side discharge, you're not going to have any trouble at all with this unit right here. For being the first lawnmower we have ever owned, I got to say we are very happy so far. So there you have it. Performed pretty well on all the tests we gave it. No issues at all. Gonna definitely be recommending this. Let's take a look to see what it looks like from underneath after cutting the grass. We did go over a lot of debris and a lot of thick pieces of sticks and stones and whatnot, but this is what the deck looks like after mowing the lawn. If you're going to be cleaning this, you want to use a damp towel. You don't want to be using your garden hose or hosing it down there. And there it is, the crevices, like we had mentioned before. We were afraid grass was going to get stuck in there, and there is some grass in there. And the blade, as you can see here, a little bit of damage. That's expected. We did run over a lot of rocks and pieces of wood. So now we're going to be doing a battery test. We're going to finish depleting the battery that we have, and then once it's completely depleted, we're going to charge it up. Here's the battery. We drained it all. It's completely empty. We're going to charge this up and see how long it takes to charge. Ryobi states that it should take an hour and a half. We're gonna test that claim and see. We're gonna fast forward and let's find out. And still charging. It's definitely over an hour and a half, almost close to the 1 hour and 40 minute mark. And there it is. Not the 1 hour and 30 minutes, but close enough. Close enough. Hour and 40 minutes to charge. At least that's what it took us. Final test. We've got our tripod here holding down the bar. We're gonna be running it with a fully charged battery, as you can see here, fully charged. Ryobi says this will run for 48 minutes with a 40 volt 6 amp hour battery. We're gonna put it to the test. We're gonna put the battery in and run it and leave it running. Now it's not a fair test because we're not gonna be putting a load on it. We're just gonna leave it running. But if it can run like this for at least 48 minutes, it'll get a passing grade. We fast forward now, and it has surpassed the 48 minutes. And there you go. It clocked out at 1 hour and we're gonna say an hour and 16 minutes. So it ran for about an hour and 16 minutes. Like I said, without a load, but it did pass that 48 minute mark. So we're going to go ahead and say that Ryobi's 48 minute runtime is a factual claim. We're going to wrap it up, but you saw how well this mower performed. We can definitely recommend this lawnmower. We are happy with it. In fact, we're going to go ahead and take off this sticker right here. It's official. We're keeping this mower, and we can definitely recommend this. Few things we don't like, but overall, for the price and how well it performs, definitely is going to be a keeper and something that we can recommend. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you on the next one.